one's called, this is going to be good, The King Who Wouldn't Sleep by Debbie Singleton and Holly Swain. Okay, let's see why the king is not sleeping. Sounds like TT. Here we go. Many years ago, in a palace far across the sea, there lived a king and a queen, and of course, a beautiful princess. The princess slept in a silver bed. The queen slept on a golden bed. And the king, well, the king had no bed at all because he didn't sleep. Not a wink. The king loved his only daughter so much that he had resolved to watch over her every day and every night until he could find her the perfect prince. Unfortunately, it was not easy to find a perfect prince. The king met tall princes and short princes and strong princes and weak princes and blonde princes and bald princes and even one with an extraordinary mustache. But in the end, he sent each one away because none of them was quite perfect for his princess. But did those princes give up and slink back to their castles? No, they certainly did not. They realized if they could just put the king to sleep, they'd be able to talk to the princess. So they tried everything they could think of to make the king fall asleep. But the king wasn't so easily fooled. He gave away all of the gifts to his servants. And then he got a bit cross when there was no one there left awake to cook his dinner. They all fell asleep. Many princes came and many princes went, but the king never slept. Now, all of these comings and goings had been watched by a young farmer who worked in the fields outside the palace. One Monday morning, that very same farmer came to the palace and handed the king a basket. 10 fluffy chicks for the king, he announced. The king opened the basket and said, that's not 10 chicks, that's only one. Away with you. My guards will show you out. Okay. On Tuesday, the farmer returned carrying a wriggling bag. 10 long-eared rabbits for the king, he announced. Okay, so the king opened the bag and said, that's not 10 rabbits, it's only 2, you foolish farmer, go away. Then on Wednesday, the farmer returned carrying a large sack. 10 crowing cockles for the king, he announced. The king opened the sack. That's not 10 cockles, that's only 3. And then he shooed the farmer out of the palace. On Thursday, the farmer returned carrying a heavy box. 10 playful puppies for the king, he announced. The king opened the box and said, that's not 10 puppies, that's only 4. Stop wasting my time. On Friday, the farmer returned pulling a wooden cart. 10 curly-tailed pigs for the king, he announced. The king looked at the cart and said, that's not 10 pigs, it's only 5, get out. A little princess waving to him in the window. That's so cute. On Saturday, the farmer returned with a whole flock of sheep who bleated and baaed and jostled the guards outside the door. 100 sheep for the king, he announced. The king looked at the farmer and said, you can't even count to 10. You'll never count to 100. I will count the animals myself. 1, 2, 3. The king counted carefully. 15, 16, 17, 38, 39, 40. The king stifled a yawn. 64, 65, 66. The king's head began to droop. 91, 92, 93. Big yawn. Ooh, making me sleepy. To the amazement of everyone, except the farmer, the king was fast asleep. So, the king never did find the perfect prince, but he didn't mind because the princess was perfectly happy with the clever farmer. They had a huge wedding with singing and dancing and loads of delicious sandwiches and cakes. And they all slept peacefully ever after. The end. That was The King Who Never Sleeps. That's cute. I liked it. Good story, Boo.